Hello, I'm Dr. Hilary Jones. I'm a GP and a medical broadcaster, and I've also cropped up on breakfast television over the years talking about a whole load of different medical subjects. You may have seen me. Right now, I want to tell you that I've teamed up with Pall Mall Medical, and I want to talk about some of those frequently asked questions regarding MRI scans. You may have heard of these. I want to talk about what an MRI scan is and what it's used for, why it's helpful. So, what is an MRI scan? Well, it's a scan that looks at organs, bones and tissues within the body internally without having to carry out surgery to get inside the body. It can help to diagnose disease and injury, and it's often useful when an X-ray or a CT scan doesn't offer the best detail and the best pictures of the inside of the body that we want to look at. Pall Mall offers a unique brain and body scan for general reassurance. So even if you don't have symptoms, you can have one of these MRI scans, screening tests if you like, to look at various organs in the body to make sure that all is well. What is an MRI scan used to diagnose? Well, as I said, we're looking at organs inside the body, and healthcare professionals use MRI scans to look at organs like the liver, the kidneys, anything from torn ligaments to tumours. And it's very useful, particularly for examining the brain and the spinal cord. What's involved with an MRI scan? What happens when you have one? Well, you'll be positioned onto a kind of bed or a base, and this moves along by itself into a long tube-like structure. The MRI machine creates a strong magnetic field around you, and radio waves are directed to the cells in your body. And the procedure is entirely painless. The internal part of the magnet will be producing a repetitive thumping or tapping noise, but that's completely normal. Don't be alarmed by that. Is an MRI safe? Well, MRI images are made without using any radiation whatsoever, so patients aren't exposed to the harmful effects of radiation. That's important. And the radio frequency energy that's used during an MRI scan can only lead to some very minor warming up of the body. You probably won't even notice it. Do I need to see my doctor before I have an MRI scan? Well, you don't need an NHS referral to have a private MRI at Pall Mall. Pall Mall will offer you the chance to have a GP consultation or an internal referral if necessary. You can share your report or images with whoever you like, whether it's a specialist at Pall Mall or elsewhere, or indeed with your NHS GP, so that the information is on your medical notes. And there are no waiting lists for a private MRI. And that's very beneficial because we know that however good the NHS can be, the waiting list is often quite lengthy, particularly right now after the pandemic. How much would it cost to have a private MRI? Well, at the Pall Mall, a private MRI scan starts at around £400, and finance options are available for those people who want to spread the cost. Are there any specific uses for MRI? Well, MRI scans can be used for a whole range of diseases and problems, but they also have particular uses, for example, in prostate disease. Where a man is concerned about prostate cancer, an MP MRI scan can specifically look at changes in the prostate, and this can reduce the number of biopsies he may need to have.